My name is Javen Sims, and here are your daily announcements. There really are no daily announcements, but here is your best video of the day. We are talking about grace in this video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the packet I was telling you about for the book Night.
Thank you.
And we're going to, you're welcome, continue looking at this, and we're going to be doing a close read. So the first thing I want you to do is kind of look through it real closely, read through it. It's your first time to read this page on page 36. I need everybody paying attention here. Page 36. We're going to read through this, and I'd like for you to underline anything that you're unfamiliar with, any word that you are uncomfortable with. Ladies and gentlemen, if everyone will please be quiet and listen up. I need you to be attentive.
Well, I need a highlighter because you told me to underline it.
Yes, and you have a pencil right there, and you
But I
can
need
use
a
the
highlighter.
pencil. Okay, we're moving on. You're going to use a pencil. I want you to underline the words that you don't know, and then you can use a dictionary to define those words in the right column. And then I want you to do a second read through. Okay, Rose, every day we go through this. It's the same thing. You come to class, I try to teach, you disrupt, there are students around you who are trying to learn, and you do nothing but cause a disruption. I need you to listen to me when I'm talking. Do you have some kind of an attitude problem? I don't know what all of the groaning and rolling eyes is for. Do you need to go see the nurse about those eyes? Because it could be concerning that they're rolling up in your head like that.
Mr. Laramie?
Yes, sir.
Can I move to a different table, please?
At this point, I just need you to stay put, okay? I'm sorry that you have a disruption right here, but we're working on that.
I'll do the best I can. Thank you.
So as you can see from the scenario we just watched, Mr. Laramie was ineffective and did not follow BIST procedures to motivate Rose to meet the classroom expectations. He did not extend grace, understanding that the student clearly had an unmet need, and the student did not demonstrate accountability for her actions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if everybody will find their seat, please. This is the packet that we've been reading. I'd like to hand it back out to you.
Thanks, sir.
And you're welcome. This is the Night packet, pages 36 through 48. We're going to take a look at it today, and we're going to do something a little different with it. It's called a close read. We've already read this once, so now we're going to take a look at it from a little different angle. This time as we read through it, I want you to look for words that perhaps you are unfamiliar with, and you'll underline them. And then over on the right-hand column, you can write the definition of the words. And then we're going to go and read it again. We're going to put a question mark by anything that maybe confuses us. Hang on just a minute, okay? We're going to put a question mark by anything that might confuse us or something about which we have a further question. And if there's anything that really makes you think, ooh, that's really important, then you would put an exclamation point right there, okay? The last part, and I'm going to talk to you in just a minute, okay? The last part I want you to do is look at the page and divide it up into sections. Each page should have maybe 3 or 4 sections based on just the number of paragraphs. And so what I want you to do then is to write a 10-word summary or paraphrase of what you just read in the left-hand column. So when all is said and done, you're going to have some words underlined and defined in the right column, and then you're going to have some question marks, some exclamation points, and then a brief summary or paraphrase down the left-hand side of the page, okay? So if you'll get started on that, any questions?
No, I think I have it down. Thank
All right.
you, sir.
Great, thank you. All right, Rose. Okay, well, why don't you come over here and let's discuss it, okay? Okay, yesterday we talked about reading this package, and we were going to read this story, and then we were going to take these steps to a close read. So where are you having problems? Which part is causing difficulty for you?
Well, I just don't understand.
Why do you not understand?
Well, I just, my grandma's not doing well, and I just didn't know how to do it.
Okay, so you didn't get to read this previously. Okay, so homework was a problem for you, huh?
Yeah, I've just been really, I'm suffering.
Things going on. Okay, I tell you what, why don't you pull up that chair and come over, and I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna read through this and try to work through some of this. I'm gonna work with you at first, try to give you a feel for what we're doing, and then you can move forward on your own, okay?
Can I have a highlighter?
I'll give you a highlighter. Thank you. Just pull that chair over. Okay, so. As you can see from this scenario, Mr. Larmy was able to follow BIST procedures to motivate Rose to meet classroom expectations. He did extend grace, understanding that the student clearly had an unmet need, and was able to pull her aside to give her a chance to demonstrate accountability. This minimized the potential for embarrassment and diffused a potentially combative interaction. The student was able to accept responsibility and began to demonstrate success by being productive. This interaction was positive and is likely to be the beginning of a trusting relationship.
Cool video. Now here's our shot of the day.
This is the shot of the day. Jared's shooting the shot of the day, and if he makes it, we get Ringo Monday. And if he doesn't make it, we get nothing.
Ringo Thursday.
I mean, Ringo Thursday.
Oh, you see that shirt? This is how the game's gonna go. Oh, KU lost.
Well, that's it for your daily announcements. I'd like to give a shout out to one of the best teachers in the school, Miss China. I thank her for everything she's done for me and that she's awesome. And also, have a good afternoon and a good spring break. Perfect.